Well, hello, this is Dave Callaway. We had the privilege of videotaping the move of the donated locomotive from Patterson to its final resting place at Okefenokee Technical College. It happened July the 1st, bright and early, around 7 o'clock. The locomotive was driven over earlier than that from Patterson. As I understand, the talks about this happened many months ago, so it just pays to have something come to fruition. You see the workers from Utilco, they are putting rubber tires down so they can get the crane off without tearing up the road. Some of the people wanted to wait, some of the officials wanted to wait until later in August, but it would have been way too hot. It really messed up the asphalt. I have witnessed a lot of things in my life. This group from Utilco Railroad Services over in Tipton worked the best of any I've ever seen together. There's probably 3 dozen. They were there in the orange jackets. They did a phenomenal job getting the locomotive down. We're going to show you bits and pieces. The whole broadcast is about 35 minutes. So we hope to capture the major parts of what happened. And of course, OTC is receiving this big donation, literally, more ways than one. The locomotive is 68 feet long, 16 feet high, 10 feet wide, weighing in at a mere 390,000 pounds. All of this really surprised me. I didn't know how they were going to do it. And here comes a CSX train that came through before we tied up the crossing. Progress Rail Services over in Patterson, their division of Caterpillar. In fact, when you're going towards Jessup, all the locomotives sitting there on the right, that's Progress Rail. Like I say, they're a division of Caterpillar. They donated a fully functional locomotive to ATC so they can enhance the locomotive courses. Now, the locomotive, and this means absolutely nothing to me, but it's an electromotive diesel. EMD SD40, 6 axles, and fully operational engine. As you can see, it's bright red, trimmed in gray, sort of like the University of Georgia colors, I must add. Got the logos of Progress Rail along with CSX and Utilco. Those were the 3 major people responsible teaming up to support OTC rail program and get engine 3066 relocated. Here is the portable track they kept talking about. I couldn't really figure out what they were talking about, but I see it now. It's about I'm not good on measurement, say about 36, 40 feet. They had 5 different tracks that they used, and you'll see in a minute, they just downloaded them off of the 18-wheel. putting the cranes. There's 4 cranes that will attach to each corner of the locomotive and lift it up onto the track. This is a very meticulous job, and they did an excellent job. You can tell they've done this before. Like I say, some Tilco Railroad Services there have an office in Tipton. I'm not sure they're from Tipton, but they have that's the closest office, and they handle all kind of derailments and that type of thing. Now these EMD, remember that's electromotive diesel. Locomotives routinely last 40 years or more. They can be rebuilt using 80% of the core components to extend locomotive life. These cranes are 85-ton cranes. We'll lift the locomotive in just a minute and swing it into position for the 0.6-mile trip down Carswell Avenue to OTC. They're getting closer. You see the 4 cranes. In a little bit, if I hadn't already shown it, I can't remember that off the rope, can't think of what the stainless steel that they're hooking these to are probably 2 inches in diameter. Wound tight. They had to bring them down, as I showed you a little bit earlier, with a tractor. They were so heavy. This is the start of them picking up the locomotive and moving it over to the tracks, which are just west on Carswell Avenue. Heavy-duty cable. I don't think I've ever seen a cable that big. being a novice and not knowing what they're doing, they put tires and things underneath that side, or crossties, I guess, to hold it up. I really don't know why they did that, but the artist can sit down in front and try. There you see the front part is almost on the track. Once they set it down, the cranes move away. Here they are about to Garlington Avenue, not quite, but close to Garlington, laying the portable track. You see they take and put it together with a joining template. I'm not sure what that's called, but it holds the track together. It's that little yellow thing. And I had trouble with even the battery of the starter. I heard those stories that couldn't get the locomotive to run, so they took the truck and just pulled it down each time they'd get it ready to go. Here's the crew moving to support the track. That's how they did it. They had 4 people around each corner. They were they had it moving down with that. You see the truck here would pull the locomotive. And the guy driving the truck, he, by the way, was the Utilco Employee of the Month. It started July the 1st. So he got to set up in the truck. Had a pretty good day. There you see they're pulling it down Carson. This is about 3 o'clock, something like that, Monday afternoon. Here's a track that they laid down from Carswell into OTC. They did that either Friday or Saturday of last week. I'm not sure, maybe even Sunday afternoon, but they went ahead and did that. And you see part of the campus of OTC. And thank goodness for the golf carts. They saved a lot of us from having to walk. We would park over there in the media parking lot, and then they'd tow us down there. Here's a locomotive sitting on OTC campus. They got it this far Monday night. It was about 8 o'clock, and they decided to knock off and come back Tuesday morning and finish. That trailer sitting over there has bunk beds in it, so they can, I think either 8 or 10 people can sleep in it. So some stayed here overnight, some I guess stayed in motels and went back to Tifton. But there's 3066. It's being pulled down the track on the OTC campus and will be placed in. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's got information from Dr. Divert. It's going to be coming up very shortly. So listen to that. Pay attention to what he's saying about how this is going to benefit our community. It's really great. It's a great thing to happen in the city of Waycross and Ware County. They have like a 6 or 7 hour drive. So where are you going? I thought we would do that one. Our family. Yeah, we were there for a couple of years. Our family mostly. Yeah. Our headquarters is in Alabama. Okay. I'll drop her off now.
Hello, my name is Glenn Dibert and I'm the president here at Okefenokee Technical College, and I'm glad to be able to tell you a little bit about the locomotive that we recently had donated to the college. Progress Rail a few months ago approached us and said they had an SD40 locomotive that they'd like to bring to our campus and to refurbish it so we could actually start some new rail programs that I'll talk about in a few minutes. July 1st was the day that we actually transported it down Carswell Avenue. We started about 6:30 a.m. and it took us about 13 hours to track it down Carswell and to get it to the campus here. On day 2, July 2nd, we finished the move and got it to its resting place, which you see right behind me here. We're happy to be able to have this donation from Progress Rail, but we had a lot of other partners. We want to thank the City of Waycross, the Police Department, AT&T, Media Stream, all the different partners, CSX, and Utilco, who actually moved the locomotive for us. This was a big event. It was a good partnership between private and government entities, and we're glad to be able to have this here for us to use as a training module now. As I said, we do have some new programs we're going to start. We've worked with GATX, Progress Rail, and CSX and identified some of the job openings that they're going to have in the next few years. And we've kind of matched competencies and skill levels that the applicants would need to have in order to apply for some of these positions. So we've aligned several programs. We've actually aligned 3 different tracks of curriculum. Track A is more of an electrical locomotive repair program, and we have certificates, diplomas, and an associate's degree in locomotive management systems. And then we also have Track B, which is mechanical, which helps someone to be able to learn the mechanical systems of the locomotive itself and to be able to work on those. And then Track C, we've also done more of a welding track. That welding track is going to include, again, several certificates, and that will help people to be ready to go to work as car linemen, car repairmen, and a multitude of other positions as well. So we're happy with the way the curriculum's come together, and we'll be starting that this fall, some of the shorter certificates, and we'll be implementing the programs throughout the year. So we're glad to be able to bring this to the community, to bring hopefully some graduates and put them out there in the community for our 3 rail industries that are local here. We're also looking at maybe even doing some other continuing education programs. We'll be able to bring entities from all over the state of Georgia and maybe from the southeastern U.S. They'll come into Waycross, we'll do some training on the locomotive, and of course those people will be here spending money, shopping in Waycross, staying in our motels and eating in our restaurants. So we're happy to be able to bring that to Okefenokee Technical College as well. We'll be bringing more information and sending out more information in the local media soon on all the programs, and we're just excited to be able to bring these to the Waycross area, and we hope you'll come by, look at the locomotive, and we'll give you a tour if you'd like one. Thank you.